Britton found his way here into the end zone not once, not even twice. Try 6 times.
Lions and Tigers in the playoffs. Oh my, one of these teams tonight is going to make history.
We're hoping it'll welcome a landmark 600th victory for girls coach Jerry Hoffman, a feat only 22 coaches in Texas high school girls basketball have been able to accomplish.
411 yards through the air, 104 on the ground, giving Mordecai 515 yards of total offense.
That was a year ago when Mordecai led the Panthers to a win at Belton with 500 yards. A year later, not much has changed. For the third time in program history, the Mary Hardin Baylor Crusaders are here in Salem to play for a national championship.
Well, Jessica, the final score here in Cameron tonight, the Omen 35, Trojans nothing. That clinches a playoff spot for Cameron. A long time since they've missed the playoffs at this point. I'm joined now by player of the game, quarterback Zach Andrews, with 4 passing touchdowns tonight. Zach, how big is this win for you guys?
With a walk-off win last night, the Bears clinched their second straight win and their first Big 12 Series win of 2017. What makes it sweeter than honey for the Bears is it comes against their rivals from down the road. That's La Vega High School in Texas Loop 340, which gives fans easy access to the new Belmead Ballpark, which with an open field, you should be able to see home plate from the interstate. That's your dream moment in baseball.
Yeah.
To win a game on a walk-off home run.
It looks like me when I play a little wiffle ball in the backyard.
It looks like me on MLB The Show. I can't do that in person. But there's something else about Madhu Anelli that really sticks out. He actually plays both sides of the ball, something you don't typically see at the 6A level. The Baylor Lady Bears shot a season-low 39% from the free throw line. That was something Coach Kim Mulkey mentioned that they would be spending a lot of time working on in practice today. Now it's time to really find the hot dogs. They weren't ready before, guys, so I'm going to go. I'll be gone.
The Mart Panthers have a tradition of winning, and that's no different for their girls basketball coach, Jerry Hoffman. She's been coaching for 32 years, a head coach for 29 of those.
Well, when I started coaching at Rosebud Lott, that was my very first coaching job. I took the job as a middle school coach, and I ended up being the varsity coach.
Now in her 6th year at Mart, her 3 seniors are finishing a road they first started traveling together when they were in the 7th grade.
She is beyond a coach to us, beyond a coach.
For her to help us so much through the years that we've gone through, I mean, it's a really great thing, and it means so much.
Like most high school gyms, there's a sign welcoming fans and visitors alike to the home of the Panthers. But tonight, Mart fans are hoping that this sign doesn't just welcome the visitors from Riesel. They're hoping it'll welcome a landmark 600th victory for girls coach Jerry Hoffman, a feat only 22 coaches in Texas high school girls basketball have been able to accomplish.
I did not think that I would get to this point. I thought at some point I would be married and I would have a family, and it would be like a lot of coaches have to make a decision, you know, to put their family first.
But for Coach Hoffman, she's had support from her husband to keep her going for the last 14 years. Her husband just happens to be Mart's athletic director and football coach Kevin Hoffman, who assures us that historic 600th win is happening tonight.
Win 600 at a small school like this, the atmosphere is going to be electric tonight, and she's going to get it done tonight.
I didn't even know until a couple of days ago that this was her 600th win, and so I'm really excited for tonight, and I think a lot of us really are.
Excitement for a Central Texas coach with Central Texas roots who's trying to make history on a Friday night.
You know, I love her to death. We're going to enjoy this ride together, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
In Mart, Kurtis Quillin, Channel 6 Sports.
McLennan Community College's baseball program has long been nationally respected. If you look at the Highlanders roster, there are 39 names. Of those, 36 are from Texas, 2 are listed from Ohio, and 1 from a little further south. Actually, make that a lot further south.
My name's George Khalil. I'm a shortstop. I'm a freshman at McLennan Community College.
Khalil's journey actually began in another sport with a different kind of bat.
I grew up playing cricket, and then mostly just to help out with my cricket, I started playing baseball, and that's when I fell in love with it, and that took over as my #1 sport.
That love is what brought Khalil from Melbourne to Waco to play junior college baseball with the hope of getting to a bigger college en route to pro ball. In fact, when Khalil began at MCC in the fall of 2016, it was the first time he ever set foot in Texas. His first, also first for Highlanders coach Mitch Thompson.
I got some video on him, and he was really good in the video. Really good in the video. It's the first time I've ever recruited a kid, but you know, really solely off of video.
My parents have been very helpful and supportive of my decision.
With a dream, a bat, and a glove, Quillin left the land down under, going 9,000 miles away from home. But it wasn't all RBIs and home runs. Helping him out along the way, friends with the same dream, some of whom have similar stories.
Obviously the first couple of weeks of the fall were pretty tough, just getting used to school and practice every day, 6 a.m. weights, but I think after the first 5 or 6 weeks, I slowly got used to the whole workload.
But two sophomore teammates share international ties with Quillin and reached out. Third baseman Brendan Venner moved to Flower Mound from South Africa when he was 9. Second baseman Mario Vela moved to Mission, Texas from Reynosa, Mexico his freshman year of high school. And yes, they've helped, but not how you might have expected.
I mean, the biggest thing that I can just do for him is drive him somewhere.
You need to go to buy groceries, or you just want to go and take a ride because you feel all the pressure coming up.
When it came to the adjustment, things from home sitting in his duplex have helped. A bandana signifying the Japanese heritage from his mom, koala bears, and the hat that he wore with the national team to go with pictures of friends, family, and his dog. But for now, with the hope that one day soon his family can see him play, George Quillin is chasing a dream through Central Texas.
You know, he's a 6'3" shortstop. This is the kind of guy that they look for in professional baseball to do special things.
Four teams representing Central Texas at the UIL State Football Championships in Arlington this week. Jonesboro, for the second straight year, met Borden County Wednesday morning. Then, Mart, Wednesday night, wins its 6th state title over Refugio. Thursday, Rockdale tops Brock in its first appearance since 1976 to take the crown. Today, it's the Midway Panthers.
The Panthers had only made it to state once before tonight, and that was back in 2011 in 4A Division I when they fell to the machine that was Lake Travis. That Lake Travis team won its 5th straight state title that night. This time it's in Class 6A Division II, and the Panthers, they get the Cy-Fair Bobcats with the hopes of becoming the 3rd team to bring a title back to the 254. Not off to a great start though. Panthers receive the opening kick, and on Cy-Fair's opening drive, Trenton Kennedy takes it in from close range at 7-0. Second quarter now, 10-0 to score. Cameron Arnold keeps it, and that's another Bobcat TD. Panthers trail by 17. Midway finally on the board here in the second quarter when Tanner Mordecai goes to the air and finds Dart Smith, who takes it easily into the end zone, and we are at a 10-point game, but not for long. Next Midway drive, the snap way over Mordecai's head. It's a fight to recover it, but Cy-Fair comes up with the ball in the end zone for the defensive TD. Midway trails 27-7 at the break. The nightmare would continue in the second half. Midway falls to Cy-Fair 51-35.
It's hard to put into words. I mean, they didn't quit. You know, I mean, we could have had many chances to get our dauber down, and yeah, we got a little frustrated, but they battled, and we were able to make a few plays and make it a game, and that's what I'm proud about these kids.
The Panthers finished 2017 at 15-1. Congratulations on a great season. Now, before heading to the state finals, Midway quarterback Tanner Mordecai put pen to paper, signing to play football at the University of Oklahoma next year. Now, after receiving his letter of intent, Sooner coach Lincoln Riley had high praise for his future signal caller. Mordecai was an All-American nominee with the U.S. Army and a huge part in getting Midway to its 2nd state title game appearance. Riley says he was impressed immediately when he first saw Tanner play.
I was able to go see Tanner in spring ball. Knew a little bit about him. And I went, and I was blown away by what I saw on the field. And so we started talking pretty quickly after that, and then he and his family made a visit on their own up here shortly after, and liked everything about it.
Another Central Texan joining Mordecai in Norman is Rockdale standout Jaquaylin Crawford. Crawford and the Tigers of Rockdale won their first state title in more than 40 years Thursday afternoon. Now, he graduated early and will head to OU for the spring semester as an early enrollee after capitalizing on that new early signing day, something that has been a point of tension in high school football and college alike. But Crawford's future coach in Norman seems to like it, especially for guys like Jaquaylin, who have been committed to OU as long as they have.
The early sign-up period's great. We, signed 17 guys here that, were ready to be Sooners, and we were happy to welcome them today or any other time.
Now, Crawford committed to Oklahoma back in July. He played wide receiver in Rockdale, but could take snaps
in the Wildcat for the Tigers. Plus, he won defensive MVP honors for Thursday's state championship win over Brock. The Baylor Bears might be sitting at home this holiday, but 9 of their 12 opponents are going bowling, and another was bowl eligible. Now, 8 of those games are conference opponents. Texas Tech opening Big 12 bowl play today in the Birmingham Bowl. But Cliff Kingsbury's only beat that guy, former Longhorn coach Charlie Strong, once. Final 30 seconds, Tech up 3, Bulls driving. Quentin Flowers drops back, goes deep over the shoulder of Trey McCants on a beautiful pass to the end zone to take the lead. Charlie Strong, yeah, he beats Tech again, 38-34 is your final. Next up for the Big 12, West Virginia Tuesday in the heart of Dallas Bowl. Now guess who's back again for the Dallas Cowboys? That's running back Ezekiel Elliott. He returns from his 6-game suspension tomorrow afternoon against the Seahawks. Now, this was a suspension handed down at the beginning of the year and appealed over and over and over until the U.S. District Court upheld it 6 weeks ago. Zeke, though, he wasn't exactly eager to talk about it when he came back to the boys on Tuesday.
I'm ready to talk about the Seattle Seahawks. I'm ready to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not speaking on it anymore.
Now, kickoff tomorrow in Arlington is at 3:25. We'll have those highlights for you right here on Channel 6. The Cowboys need a win to remain in the NFC playoff picture. That's going to do it for sports. Channel 6 News returns after this.